What's going on, everybody? Out walking the dog tonight. Thought I would talk about something different, like one of the best altcoin projects in 2024 and going forward. And a lot of stuff that we look at, basically it's Bitcoin, it's Ethereum, and then we have a few that we think are going to shoot somewhere, but generally we don't have any idea. We're looking for what's the best crypto project? What's the best group of people who are running a project, and is that project worth your time and your effort and your money? And we got to ask that question. And I think the answer is, you probably have to start with Solana, Matic, and look, they go through different things, but Solana, Matic, XRP's got to be up there. XRP is bringing real world finance into crypto, and crypto to real world finance. And you've got upstarts, Caspa, it's coming up, but it's a blockchain. It's a blockchain that does something different. It uses GhostRad, which is kind of a proof of history type thing, but does that change the game in some way? And I don't think the answer to that is yes. It doesn't mean it's not valuable or that it won't supplant a lot of these other ones. It doesn't mean that it's not going to be. But what's the best crypto project? And it starts with developers, obviously, but it starts with, what does the project do? What is the project about? What does it mean to the space? And you guys know I do stuff with Ben Armstrong and Bencoin, and mass adoption is something great for cryptocurrency. At some point, Bencoin's probably going to have that must-buy feel, because it's going to, I think, foster some kind of mass adoption. But right now, is it the best crypto project out there? Probably not. So what is the best? And I think that there are a couple, and one of them's going to surprise you. But first, I think number one is XRP. XRP has won their lawsuit against the SEC. Brad Garlinghouse still has to pay whatever penalty, whatever fine he's going to be liable for selling unregistered securities to businesses. But we have some clarity in the market. The SEC did not appeal. They were satisfied with that ruling, and we move forward. So XRP is in that realm of best crypto projects just by virtue of bridging the real world with the digital world. And if you don't know what XRP does, it's a blockchain that will speed up transactions, mass transactions through banks, through countries even. This is a game changer. It's a settlement ledger, the likes of which we don't really see everywhere. And it's made for fast credit card processing, settlement of bank fees. It's made for everything that this archaic system in the United States is lacking. So XRP's got to be number one. And number two, which I think is a surprise, BNB. And I think that BNB, and look, we talk about Bone, we talk about SHIB on this channel a lot, but BNB is the layer 2 solution to Ethereum that really started a lot of this. And for almost a year now, CZ Binance, and thus Binance itself, have been under attack, and that attack has been unrelenting. It's been from the US government, it's been from, I believe the Dutch tried to get a piece, Germany went for it, Japan went for it, CZ course corrected, Binance got relisted in Japan. So there's a lot going on there, and maybe they've got some amends to make up for, but at the end of the day, they have the hottest meme coin space, and it's probably going to be incredible again when it blows up. Now remember, BNB's top price was $666, trading right now at about $250, down to $200 not that long ago. But consider where it was, it is, and where this market was and is. And I don't think that BNB and the BSC chain is something to look past. I think that's got a big future, and it's backed by the biggest crypto exchange. And speaking of crypto exchanges, one more we got to talk about. Crypto.com is now has a seat at the table with the World Economic Forum, which is basically gigantic. That's this, I think, is one of those, we talk about it. We don't always understand what the World Economic Council is. We don't understand what the World Economic Forum is, but it's all the people in the world that want to talk money, monetary policy, and how to get from point A to point B, and what it takes. Crypto.com being on there changes the game. We looked previously at Crypto.com and the Crow token and the Crow blockchain, and basically really the whole Cosmos ecosystem. And we said, well, it's a comer. It's going to have a day when it really starts to run and things get interesting for it. But that day is not right now. It's not today. Well, I think it is today now. So, but what they do is now they're seated on this council that will allow you to have a say as a cryptocurrency, have a say in economic policy across the world. That is a first of its kind. And that's going to have a resonating impact on the cryptocurrency market. We once talked about crypto as Crow being the leader, and that it was headed to $1. And the all-time high was, I think, 98 cents. So I think that in this next run, you're probably looking at a $5 Crow. I think that this one is the one that takes, and first of all, it's crypto.com. It's basically the starting place for crypto. So the fact that it's an exchange and the fact that it does that, to me, sounds like this could be the big one, that it could be the game changer in the space, that this could be the one that sends it all. Being on the World Economic Forum, to me, sounds like the biggest of big deals for cryptocurrency and mass adoption beyond the Bitcoin ETF. That's the here and now, but in the future, being on that World Economic Forum matters. So I think that's the next big one. I think that's the one that really is going to set us all alight, if you will. But is it the best crypto project? It might be. It could be. And the last one that I want to talk about is nobody wants to talk about it, or I don't think people really want to talk about it, but Base. We don't want to talk about it because there's no Base token. There's a bunch of liars who lie about Base token. There's a bunch of criminals that make tokens like Bald and memes, and they build on a blockchain. But that blockchain is Coinbase's blockchain. And I've said since the beginning that I feel that in this next run, at some point, you're not going to buy crypto from Binance. You're not going to buy it from KuCoin. You're not going to buy it from Kraken. You're going to buy it from JP Morgan. You're going to buy it from Bank of America. You're going to buy it from banks. You're going to buy it on your banking app. And that's where you will get your speculative asset, your cryptocurrency. You may even continue to get it through Robinhood. But the next step in the evolution of cryptocurrency will be Coinbase becoming a bank so that it competes with these bank systems. And that will create validity for the entire Base chain. And although it currently doesn't have a token and is not tokenized, it will. And there's been discussion about it. So when you have the opportunity to test the Base chain, when you have an opportunity to explore it, connect your wallet, do some trading on it. Really doesn't matter whether you win or lose. What matters is, do you get in early, and do you get some of those tokens on that first airdrop? Because that first airdrop, that's where the big money gets made. That's where you get these life-changing rewards and drops. But let me know what you think in the comments down below. Hit the like button, subscribe button, bell to be notified. But remember, these are going to be big. These are going to be massive tokens in this space. And Coinbase and the Base chains does not have it yet, but they will. And when they do, we're all going to get we're going to get pretty far. This is going to be one of the most magnificent things that you've ever seen in finance. Cryptocurrency is the one to rule them all. We'll talk to you again soon.